Beautiful time. I'm DJ Tham from Fairbanks, Alaska. This is Axes, Picks, Claw Hammers, and Footstools. Yeah, it's a radio thing. It's a YouTube thing. It's for you, it's for me, it is for us. Or we shall see, anyhow. What do we got rolling, ripping, tearing, screaming, squirming, wiggling on the turntable, on the turn skewer right now? That little piece of the now share, that little segment of the now that we share just to torture our records by spindling them and sending an electric charge through them. Oh, listen. It's the fire alarm. Nothing one can do. Pardon me. So anyway, we got what's going on is Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper's going on, who took shock rock to all new highs, or lows if you consider it, in 1970s. And then flaked out in the 80s and went butt rock hair metal. But you know what? Everybody has a decline and fall. So what we're going to hear first off is this from the studio albums, 1969 and 1983. The big box set. Hey, you see? The alarm took care of itself. All right. Well, so we're going to start out with some of his early stuff, Cold Ethyl, which is always fun. But then I'm going to take two tracks from two not very popular late 70s, early 80s albums, Dada and, Armed Forces. From Dada, Clones, We're All, and from Armed Forces, I'm Alive. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. And those two cuts and those two albums could be considered the lost years, the Alice Cooper, the lost years, the cocaine years. As a matter of fact, he has admitted that he doesn't really remember like a good 4 or 5 year period there. He doesn't remember any of the TV appearances that he did or any of the concerts that he did. Doesn't remember doing the albums. Or, I mean, you know, he could just be saying that, but I think that those albums are pretty darn interesting. Anyhow, so let's start out with Alice Cooper, Cold Ethyl. horny issue of Presumed Consent. Alice, why'd you take us there? Oh, well, anyway, I'm glad you did. All right, now let's clippity-clop into the cocaine years. This is Alice Cooper with Clones We're All. Rock stars are like extremophiles, those organisms that live on the oceanic rift, volcanic vents and things where no one ever thought life could ever possibly exist in the most toxic and extreme environments. And the funny thing about rock stars, though, is that they do it to themselves. It's those albums sound like he's thriving. That's Alice Cooper with Clones We're All. Now, this is from, I believe, Armed Forces. Like I said, this is all from a big box set. The studio albums, 1969 and 1983. I'm Alive. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. Alice Cooper.
I was just kicking down the street. The sun was in my eyes. So I couldn't see the truck that was 60 times my size, and just seconds off from splattering me. Let me tell you, I was so scared I couldn't move, like my boots were full of glue. Then I felt a little tugging, and I saw a girl of blue, and he pulled me from that catastrophe. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. I'm alive. He's alive. I'm alive. I was standing in the canyon in the cliff up on a mountain when an unexpected sneeze hung me in the breeze at 45 degrees in the sky. Suddenly I felt something had me by the belt, in between my brains for a little stagnate. Was the ghost of my horse and agents, looking kinda dismal that night. Well, the leader's name was Fat, swinging broken baseball bats. Things got really frantic and started jumping in their panic, hallucinating billions of rats, lots of rats. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. I'm alive! I'm alive! We're alive! That was the day my dead pet returned. That was the day my dead pet returned. That was the day my dead pet returned. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. I'm alive. I'm alive. He's alive. He's alive. I'm alive. He's alive. Yeah, he's alive. I'm alive. We're alive.
That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. Well, it's funny, there are many, many stories in American folk about pets, ghost dogs, ghost horses, neighing. The neigh of a ghost horse prevented him from being hit by a train. Ghost dog leads family bout of wilderness, things like that. I don't know. I just kind of made that stuff up, but it sounds plausible. It sounds like stuff. Anyway, I'm alive. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. Alice Cooper, from a little Alice Cooper triplet there, a mini set of Alice Cooper, starting with Cold Ethyl, Clones We're All, and then I'm Alive. That was the day my dead pet returned to save my life. I just like saying that. I'm DJ Tham from Fairbanks, Alaska. This is Axes, Picks, Claw Hammers, and Footstools. Thank you for tuning in and tuning on. Do drop back by.